Hello everyone, this is Navanita. Now we are going to discuss the topic from electrical conductivity of liquids. See here, sometimes we read in newspaper about farmers getting electric shocks while starting water pumps of the wells, especially because of contacts made with switches or starters by wet hands. Do you know the reason behind getting electric shock while working with wet hands? Our elders cautioned us about touching electric heater immersed in water. Right? Why do they instruct us to stay away from it? How does the electric current flow through water? So already in the earlier class, you have studied that electric current can pass easily through metals like copper, aluminium, etc. So do you recall some other materials which conduct electric current? So here, do one activity to know more about it. So testing the material to know which allows electric current to pass through it. So for this we need to take one torch bulb or LED, that means light emitting diode, and one dry cell and wooden sheet and two drawing pins and a key, that is a safety pin, and a piece of connecting wires. So we have to set up the activity like this here. Right? So here we are connected bulb. Here we are connecting two wires to this battery, that means dry cell here. Okay. So one wire is connected to the bulb, another wire is here connected to the pin, that is drawing pin. Okay. So here another wire connected to the bulbs, and here that is connected to this pin, safety pin, by using of drawing pin. Right. Now place the key on drawing pin. Okay. So we have to place the key on the drawing pin. Now the bulb begins to glow as soon as the key touches the drawing pin. So when the key touches the drawing pin, okay, so when this key touches this drawing pin, then the bulb glows here. So now replace the key by a nail. Does the bulb glow? So repeat the activity using different types of materials. Instead of the nail, say a strip of paper, piece of chalk, drinking straw, piece of plastic and paper clip, and rubber, eraser, pencil, graphite, etc. So we have to note whether the bulb glows or not in each case. Right? See here. Given one table. Now note down our observations in this. So now the object nail. So when we take the nail, that means the material is iron. Right? So here the bulb glows. Yes, when we place a nail on drawing pin, the bulb begins to glow. Yes, as soon as the iron nail touches the drawing pin. So it is one of the good conductor. Now eraser. Eraser means the material is a rubber. So here the bulb does not glow. So it is one of the bad or poor conductor. And if we take the paper, yes, paper means in this cellulose will be present, right? So here the bulb does not glow. So it is bad or poor conductor. Right? So if we take a chalk piece, so here chalk piece means in this calcium carbonate will be present. Right? In this calcium carbonate will be present. So here the bulb does not glow. So it is also bad or poor conductor. And when we take a straw. Okay, straw means this is a plastic. So here also the bulb does not glow. So this is also one of the bad or poor conductor. And take one plastic material, any plastic material. So plastic material means here plastic will be present. So here the bulb does not glow. So it is also bad or poor conductor. And when we take the matchstick, so here in this wood will be present, the material is a wood. So here also the bulb does not glow. So it is also bad or poor conductor. Right? So here take care that whenever the bulb glows, it should not be kept in the on position for a long time to avoid the early discharge of dry cell. Okay. So here when the bulb glows, so don't switch on the bulb as long as time. So here because the cell becomes discharged. Okay. So in the above activity we observe that some materials allow electric current to pass through them. We call them as good conductors of electricity. So the materials which are allowing the current to pass through them, we call them as the good conductors of electricity. And in general, all metals are good conductors of electricity. We know metals are good conductors of electricity. On the other hand, the materials that do not allow current to pass through them are called bad or poor conductors of electricity. Okay, we observe now eraser, paper, chalk piece, straw, plastic, matchstick. So all these are the bad or poor conductors of electricity because these materials do not allow the current to pass through them. Right? So electric conductivity is a property of any given material. So we can say that a material has good electrical conductivity. Right?